Welcome to Session 3. The Constitution built the government, but where are your personal freedoms? They are in the Bill of Rights and the amendments that followed, and that is exactly what we cover today. By the end, you will know what the Bill of Rights protects, be able to name the first 10 amendments by number, and understand the later amendments that expanded who gets full rights. Remember how the Constitution barely passed? The Anti-Federalists refused to support it without a written guarantee of individual liberties. They feared a powerful new government would abuse its authority, exactly the way the British Crown had. So Congress proposed 12 amendments, and the states ratified 10 of them. They took effect on December 15, 1791, and those first 10 amendments are what we call the Bill of Rights. Let's start with the most famous one, the First Amendment. It protects 5 distinct freedoms, and the GED loves to test them. Here's a memory trick. RSPAP, like RSPAP. R is religion. You may worship freely, and the government can't set up an official church. S is speech, and P is press. Then A is assembly, the right to gather peacefully, and the last P is petition, the right to ask the government to fix problems. Religion, speech, press, assembly, petition. Now the next 4. The Second Amendment is the right to keep and bear arms. The third says the government cannot force you to house soldiers in your home in peacetime. The Fourth Amendment protects you from unreasonable searches and seizures. Police generally need a warrant based on probable cause. And the fifth is a big one. Due process of law. No being tried twice for the same crime, that is double jeopardy, and no being forced to testify against yourself. That is what people mean when they say, I plead the Fifth. The Sixth Amendment guarantees a fair trial, speedy, public, with a jury, the chance to face your accusers, and a lawyer. The Seventh extends the right to a jury into civil cases, the ones about money. The Eighth bans cruel and unusual punishment and excessive bail or fines. And 2 clever ones close out the Bill of Rights. The 9th says just because a right isn't listed doesn't mean you don't have it. The 10th says any power not given to the federal government is reserved to the states or the people. How do you change the Constitution? Article 5 lays out a 2-step path, and it is deliberately difficult. Step 1 is to propose an amendment. Proposing takes a 2/3 vote of both houses of Congress. That's the common way. Or 2/3 of the states calling a national convention. Then, ratifying takes 3/4 of the states. That is 38 of 50 today. Because the bar is so high, in over 230 years, only 27 amendments have ever passed. 3 later amendments are so important, they get their own name. The Reconstruction Amendments. They were passed as a package after the Civil War, between 1865 and 1870. The 13th abolished slavery. The 14th defined citizenship and guaranteed due process and equal protection of the laws to all persons. That equal protection clause becomes hugely important later. And the 15th said the right to vote cannot be denied based on race. Together, these 3 dismantled the legal machinery of slavery and established black citizenship and voting rights. After Reconstruction, more amendments kept expanding rights. The 16th created the federal income tax, and the 17th let voters elect their senators directly, instead of state legislatures choosing them. The 18th banned alcohol, prohibition, and the 21st later repealed it, the only amendment that undoes another. The 19th, in 1920, gave women the right to vote. The 24th banned poll taxes that had been used to keep poor and black voters away. And the 26th, in 1971, lowered the voting age to 18. Let's test it. A suspect refuses to answer the prosecutor, saying, I plead the Fifth. Which constitutional protection is that? Pause and choose. The answer is A. The protection against self-incrimination. That is the Fifth Amendment. No one can be forced to be a witness against themselves. And watch the distractors. A speedy trial and confronting witnesses are Sixth Amendment rights. And freedom from cruel and unusual punishment is the 8th. Only self-incrimination is the 5th. Let's recap Session 3. The Bill of Rights is the first 10 amendments, ratified in 1791. The First Amendment protects 5 freedoms: religion, speech, press, assembly, and petition. Amendments 4 through 8 protect you during searches and in court. Article 5 makes amending hard, which is why only 27 have ever passed. And the Reconstruction Amendments, 13 through 15, ended slavery and expanded citizenship and voting rights.